What is up, AGZ gang? Yes, sir. And if I uploaded yesterday, we might have been at 6K. If I uploaded yesterday, we might have been at 6K. You know what I'm saying? Might have been at 6K. But it's all good. It's all good. I needed that break. Yesterday's break was needed. It was needed. Like I was drained out. Can't even lie to you. I woke up yesterday. I was like, but the stream yesterday was alright. Nice little vibe. I threw on Valorant, but that's cool. You know what I'm saying? Everyone was calling me trash, but I'm really platinum. But well, I was platinum. You know what I'm saying? But hey, doesn't even matter, guys. If you ain't hit the subscribe button, hit the subscribe button. Turn post notifications on so you know when I post, which is every day, by the way. You know what I'm saying? Hey guys, you know what I'm saying? 6K, so we're almost at 6K. I'm only 4K away from 10K, and then 10K within the big giveaway, and 10K. Oh my god, guys, let's go. What is up? AGZ gang, yes sir. Now guys, someone said they wanted to see this video, so I made the video. You know what I'm saying? If you guys have videos you want to see, you want me to make, just let me know. As long as I'm able to make them, I will make them. So yeah, okay. So how this is gonna work, we're just gonna talk about the weapons, we're gonna play some on the tier list, and if I have clips to back up what I'm talking about, I'll place the clips on the screen. If I don't, I won't. Alright, so let's shoot. First weapon on the list is Kiribati. How good is Kiribati now? Now, back in update 0, Kiribati was everything. You reached level 105, you had to grind that Arlong. Like, there was no way you didn't grind Arlong. And you know what was crazy? Back then, grinding Arlong was surprisingly fun. It was, I don't know if fun's the right word to use, but most of you do know I grinded Arlong for 5 days straight. And I don't mean five days like I was on for 1 hour. I'm talking about I did over 120 tries. I've hosted and went into so countless Arlong raids, bro. And back then, Arlong took at least 20 to 30 minutes to complete, even if you had a server full of players. I kid you not, it really did, because not everyone had a devil fruit. It was rare. People didn't have devil fruits. People's damage outputs weren't like crazy, like, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people are using 1SS because Blackleg, you know, it was good, but it was just not as good as 1SS. You know what I mean? Back then, GPO was a completely different game. It was a nice vibe. People did over time start getting devil fruits because it was rare. You go into a server, people ask you what fruit you had, you're like, oh, none. It was rare. It went from Arlong raiding with a bunch of fruitless people to Arlong raiding with like some Bari players, and then it went to Arlong raiding with it'll be like one Pika user or one Mary user, and then the 15 other people are fruitless, and then you were seen as a god. You're honestly seen as a god if you had a fruit back then. I'm not gonna lie, just looking back on it, GPO was so different. It was less toxic, it was more fun. People weren't really bounty hunting too tough because people weren't really strong. It was only when people started getting fruits, you're getting to an Arlong raid, and people just start killing people to get a bounty up. Bounty hunting was really big in update 0. Like, wars don't happen as much now. It's just like different crews have conflicts, but back then there were server wars almost every day, for real. Shells was like the hangout spot for real. I mean, it still is now, depending on like if you go into a public server or not. But Shells was always the hangout spot. But yeah, sorry, I'm going off topic. I'm reminiscing on the good times. Kiribati now, it's kind of bad. And I mean bad. Okay, update 1, I was kind of stuck to it like glue. Even when I did get pole, I was stuck to Kiribati like glue. And I noticed people just started jumping out of my combos, or whilst I'm actually M1ing someone, they will start hitting me whilst I'm M1ing them, and that's some complete bullshit. Out of all the weapons on the tier list, I will say Kiribati is first place for the best block break. Has the best block break move out of all the weapons you see here. Definitely does have the best block break. But in terms of usefulness, now we're gonna put it at high A tier. High A tier. You fight someone with Kiribati, you're not really scared. Most people know how to counter Kiribati players. It does have long reach. It does have the longest reach, but it's too slow for it to be viable. But it's still a good weapon. Alright, so next we got Golden Staff. Golden Staff, if you have Goro, extends into the Golden Trident. And if you have Mink, it does the electricity. I'm not 100% sure, but I think if you have electricity on your Golden Staff, it makes it less slippery. How do I explain this? So when you're M1ing someone, I felt like people just slipped straight out of my M1 combos. Like people could just move out of it. But when I got Mink and started using pole, I felt like people they weren't moving as much. It kind of like stuck to him. The M1's kind of stuck to him. I don't know if probably because the electricity has a small stun effect. I'm not even too sure if this stun effect really does much, or if it's just visual. But I do feel like it kind of gives that stuck feeling, that gluish feeling, the electricity on the weapons. Sorry, got a blocked nose. Okay, so pole, I'm gonna put it. Pole before the nerf was really good. Pole before the nerf was really good. So update 1's pole would probably be S tier. I'm gonna still put it S tier. It's still quite OP if you use it right. It's still quite OP if you use it right. It still can infinite combo if you use it right. Just knock someone against a wall, they really can't go anywhere. Yeah, I'm gonna give it S tier. Candy cane. I'm not gonna lie to you. I am kind of pissed off with Foyu for adding such a weapon into the game. Now I understand every weapon is different. Every weapon has its counters. Candy cane is doesn't have the longest reach. Its M1 attacks are quite fast, and the flash freeze is if you're not playing in a laggy server, if you're playing in your region and you have perfect ping, it's very dodgeable. But there's 50 to 60% of the times you're not in your server, and even if you are, you're probably gonna have ping issues, because most people do. Majority of the times when I'm fighting anyways, I'm streaming, so I do have a stream lag. So it does make it harder to dodge. But flash freeze is probably one of the most annoying abilities in the game, mainly because it allows for infinite combos. Now Foyu attempted to patch this infinite combo issue by reducing Q steps, cooldowns and ability cooldowns and blah blah blah. However, Candy Cane, if used right, negates all of those nerfs. Negates all of them, because flash freeze is fucking stupid. Now if you time it right, you can perfect block it, and it is kind of easy to perfect block. I wouldn't say easy. Again, it depends on your ping. because sometimes it'll look like I perfect blocked and I didn't, and sometimes I do perfect block. So it definitely depends on your ping. However, getting hit by this move just means death. Just means death. And it lasts for so long. If you accidentally step on it, even whilst it's disappearing, you will get frozen. Annoying as hell. We're gonna put it at low S tier though. The reason I don't use this because I don't like not having good reach, and then flash freeze just isn't a viable combo extender for me. I need to have more options, and Candy Cane doesn't do that for me. We're not even going to talk about the healing ability. I feel like it's kind of mediocre. But yeah, we're going to put it low S tier. Now Santa's Bells, straight B tier. I don't really need to explain anything. It doesn't do that much damage. You have to put a shit ton of sword mastery points into sword mastery in order to do good damage with it. The best thing about Bells is that it heals. It heals you. The heal's quite good too, not gonna lie to you, and it does an AoE heal for people in squad, which is good as well. It's good in terms of healing, but everything else is trash. Straight B tier. Probably put it C tier if the only thing it's good for is fucking healing, by the way. Flower Banquet, put it in B. It's definitely not good enough to be in A tier, and it's definitely not bad enough to be put in with Bells. Now it has two moves. It has one move. I think it has two moves. I think it has one. I'm not too sure. I haven't had it equipped. However, I have seen people use it. Now you have to put a shit ton of points into sword mastery in order to have effective damage with the weapon. It has an ability that lures you in. Like you fall in love and it lures you to the person. It's a good move. It's a good move. It's a good move. You're not able to perfect block. You're able to block it, I think. However, I don't think you're able, because it's kind of instant. You don't really know when someone's gonna cast it, so it's kind of hard to block it. You'd had to already been blocking for you to block it. But then again, I'm not too sure if it's blockable. The move is really good. It baits you in, and then the person can attack you. Pretty GG. Pretty GG. B. The only reason I say B is because it doesn't have a block break 1, and 2, you have to put a lot of points into sword mastery for it to even be effective, which means you're sacrificing a stat, and those stats are either going to be health or stamina. And it's not worth it. Not worth sacrificing those two stats, because they're one of the most important stats in the game. Okay, now we got Bazooka. Bazooka was really good update 0 and update 1. Really good? I'm not gonna say really good. I'm gonna say viable. It was viable update 1 and update 0. Is it still good as a combo extender? Not really. And the only reason I'd say this is because it only deals 15 damage if you have 0 points into gun mastery, and that 15 damage doesn't really fucking mean shit. I'm sorry for the foul language, but I feel like me being blunt with it kind of shows the expression. It shows how serious I am. It shows that I'm trying to convey a message to you. It's kind of shit. 15 damage is bad. If your ability did 15 damage okay, let's put it like this, right? Update 1 and update 0, 15 damage was a lot. If you did 15 damage with sword, or if you did 15 damage with sword or with an M1 attack, you know what I'm saying, it was viable. It was viable update 1 and update 0. Very good. That's a lot of damage back then. Now it's not a lot of damage. 15 a hit. If I fight someone that deals 15 a hit with an M1, I'm like, oh, I've won this fight, because they don't do enough damage to me to take me out unless they're double thief spammers. But then again, even then, there's ways to get around them now. So 15 a hit is not a lot, especially if you're a tanker boy like me. Like a lot of the players, I mean, I'm not gonna say a lot of the players, because right now, one shot sword builds are like the trending topic right now. Very fucking annoying too. So yeah, Bazooka. Hopefully next update brings a cap to sword damage, because this is annoying as hell, by the way. But yeah, Bazooka, I'm gonna put it C tier. No one uses it anymore. I used to use it. A lot of you guys know I used to use it as a combo extender. Even I don't use it anymore. There's no point. What is 15 damage? And the next, we're just gonna put this B tier. Fucking useless weapon. I'm pretty sure this weapon broke the game at one point. But weapon's useless. It's stupid. There's no point even doing the boss. I don't even have the boss drop. That's how useless I saw it was. It looks cool. Concept idea behind it was cool, but it's useless. Shotgun even more useless. I probably will do the boss at some point, but I don't feel the need to. Useless. Even I saw a video, someone put all their stats inside of gun mastery and shot someone in the head with the shotgun, and they only did like one third of their health. Probably a bit less. Like, that's really bad. If you put all your fucking points into the shotgun and it doesn't do, if it doesn't two-shot you at least, it's terrible, bro. It's terrible. Shotguns don't even have range, first of all, and then the fact that it deals bad damage, even worse. Now, Gravito blade. Ooh. This weapon is one second, you guys. Sorry about that. I had to reply to that message. This weapon is kind of cracked, kind of busted. Now, I think Foley tried his best to balance this weapon out, because he kind of had a rough idea of how OP it was gonna be. First of all, I don't know if it's with the weapon kit, but there's some sort of pull move. I think you need to have gravity to use that. I'm not too sure. There's a pull move, and then there's a rapid slash move like one sword style has, that has a bigger area of effect and it deals more damage, and it has the fastest M1 speed in the game. This weapon has the fastest M1 speed in the game, so its M1 attacks are fast as hell, which means if you're fast enough, you can counter almost every single other melee weapon in the game with Gravity Blade. M1 speed, attack speed in every game is important. There's no game where you fight other players where attack speed is useless. Attack speed's always important. Yeah, it doesn't have any block bricks, but its combo potential is crazy. Foley had to nerf one of its abilities because people were using it as an infinite combo, and it was crazy hard to block, by the way. The only way you could block it is if someone wasn't fast enough at doing the combo. That's the only way you blocked it. Like, they did the combo perfectly, you couldn't block it. It's busted, bro. It doesn't have a block break, but it's busted. People are doing one-shot builds with it, and these one-shot builds are devastating, by the way, especially if you have gravity or you have no devil fruit. If you have no devil fruit or you have gravity, it is a crazy combination. Obviously you can do it if you have other fruits, but I've seen it work the best with those two. Bari, maybe, nah. Gravity and no devil fruit with Gravity Blade. The one shot potential is crazy. I'm talking about you're doing 45, you're doing 40, bro, anywhere between 35 to 45 at M1 is fucking crazy amounts of damage, by the way. So you can do anywhere between 35 to 45 at M1 and literally one shot someone with 1,000,000 health. It's busted, okay? It's busted. It's so good. I've farmed Gravito so many times. I found Gravito. I think it was one of the streams. It was like 3 hours straight. Not a single drop, bro. Well, I got Gravito cape, but the real thing I came for, I didn't get. So there's that. Neptune's Trident. Neptune's Trident, it has the best, some of the best abilities in the game. Neptune, what's it called? Trident Impale. The iframes on it, crazy. Thought you please don't nerf it. Trident Pull, I feel like it could do with a bit of a hitbox buff. However, when you do land it, crazy. Both the moves on Trident are very good, and Trident itself does a hell ton of damage. I do 28 a hit with 160 in Sword Mastery. With 140 in Sword Mastery, I was doing 22 a hit. Like it's crazy. And I do 28 a hit with 160. Like Trident's crazy, does crazy amounts of damage. The only reason I put it below Gravity Blade is because Trident M1s and Trident's abilities are kind of slow. They're not as slow as Kiribati, but they're slower than Gravito Blade or Gravity Blade. And if, alright, let's say you finish a combo and you try to impale someone, a good gravity user can recover from the combo and M1 you before your impale goes off, which is crazy. That's like a split second to do that before the iframes kick in. So yeah, no, Trident's crazy. Trident's really good. And one sword style, we're gonna put it below Kiribati. Now for katana, I know there's the sky blue katana and Ryu's katana, and Ryu's katana deals the most damage out of all of them. Sky blue katana deals more damage than normal katana. However, one sword style is one sword style. The only, yeah, you can use one sword style with all three of those blades. Yeah, that's about it. And they deal more damage the higher tier you go with them. So yeah, what do I need to say? One sword style is pretty good. It's actually very good. Probably put it above Kiribati. I will put it above Kiribati. Definitely better than Kiribati. It's good. I mean, what can I tell you? Yeah, that's really it. So this was my weapons tier list. Hopefully you guys agree. If you don't, tell me why you don't agree. I feel like everyone should hold similar opinions. I really feel like it because the flower is kind of bad. Bells are bad. You don't use bells. You know you don't use the bells, so don't do that. Bazooka is not viable anymore. These two are terrible. Kiribati, definitely not better than one sword style. Gravito Blade. Come on now, Gravito Blade is better than Trident. How many times inside of Arena have you been one shot by a Gravito Blade user that deals 45 and M1? Yeah, you exactly. And Trident is OP too, but it's just not as OP as a good Gravity Blade user. So there's my list. I hope you guys agree. If you don't, tell me why in the comment section below. AGZ gang, I love you boys. I love you boys. Thank you for showing the support. We're almost at 6K, but by the time this video comes out, we probably might or might not be at 6K. Just want to tell you guys thank you for rocking with me. I do more than appreciate the support, for real. It's a genuinely nice feeling knowing that you guys rock with me. We get in the live streams and we be vibing. Sometimes it be toxic, sometimes I get a little bit heated, and I ain't gonna lie, but it really do be a vibe. Like how long did we stream? How long did we stream on Saturday? Like 8 hours, and most of you guys were there till the end. So you know what I'm saying, I gotta give you guys credit for that. Silver Moons, you know what I'm saying, I love you boys, no homo, you know what I'm saying. But yeah, we are more than halfway to our target, which is 10K. At the rate we're growing, we'll probably be there before the end of summer. Before the end of summer. Summer's coming up real quick. We're at the end of February already. This month's gone past super quick. So yeah, I'm gonna see you boys in the next one. And remember, the grind never stops. Road to 10K.